Right, and just back into another 5 and 5. So start off with the euro, just because we did get that nice little pop last night, sort of tried to sort of get up above that horizontal sort of resistance area, that sort of falling resistance. Look, I never thought it was going to go, and this is what I say, things don't go out, break out, and then run generally. They'll always have that little back test. Admittedly, this back test is coming bang, right back down here. That was mainly due to the sort of PMI data, numbers out of the US being quite strong, which seemed to be on par with the rest of the PMI numbers from the other sort of majors around the clock. But basically, still looking for the top side move here. Confirmation is going to be just above these wick highs. If we can just get it above here, I think that'd be the sort of confirmation to say that, yes, we're coming up to this 109.90 area, at least for a test with it all. If this does break below these little lows that we've just put in here, these ones here, I think sort of it could be more of a sign of a failure and of a failed breakout, and we could be seeing a bit of a push down to the downside. Where you might sort of see a little bit reaction again, you want to see this sort of falling support hold. If we go through this falling support, then I'd say that's coming down to the 107.44 area. Moving on, we've got USD and this is what I was saying yesterday. We had the break of this sort of rising support, had the little sort of flip coming down here, but this area that we've got the arrow pointing to, this is the crucial area. It wasn't confirmed. These are the things you put it on notice at a first break, then you have your confirmation levels, and obviously we didn't quite get that confirmation. Again, just like with the euro and that, we had US dollar buying coming in very strong, and as you can see, it blew right through two levels to retest these highs back over here at the moment. Again, you just want to see new highs to see this justify. We've got the Euro ECB data coming out soon, so I think that's going to shake up the market. Not even sort of because this is a Euro pair, obviously this is USD CAD, but I think those flows are definitely going to come on around the market. So again, if we could sort of take out the highs and those little highs to the left, that's where you're looking for a move to the top side. As for sort of coming down here, I still want to sort of see it come down under 103.41 to sort of really know that we're going to get a fail, because we've seen the reaction from this level. Buyers could be hungry, so if it can come back down here, there's a good chance that they'll have another shot at it. If we do get a breakdown below here, that'll be your confirmation again, and we'll be looking for the downside moves. And next we've got New Zealand yen. Look, pretty much as I said, this is just grind status at the moment. There's no real sort of trades here, unless you're chopping and changing, getting in and out for just a couple little pip flips, that kind of stuff. You could pick out maybe a little bit of a sort of triangle coming through here. It seems to be somewhat respecting, but again, I wouldn't be overly confident on this. For me, I'm waiting for this to break out of the consolidation box from the downside, take you through that rising support, or clearly take out these highs. But even there, you've only got a 50-point range up until the next previous high. So it's certainly worth a shot if you can get above this area. In and out 50, I wouldn't be looking to hold it too much though, but as you can see, mainly it's just a sideways hustle. USD yen. So this is one of my favorite trades of the sort of 5 and 5 and that, because we had this nice little head and shoulders, and as you can see, it broke out here. And if you look at where this sort of came to, that was where we had the measured move. And it's pretty much hit that to the cent, and then obviously, like the other pairs as well, USD buying came in, fired it back up. Now it's in a position, it could be a retest, as you see, the market's thinking about it here, retest of the underside of this rising support, retest of the neckline of this head and shoulders. Again, put in a new low and we're going back down further. I don't think this price target would be valid anymore. You might see some sort of a reaction because, as you can see, it was these previous highs over here. But the fact that we've come down and it came down, shot back up, came down, shot back up, it's sucking out as much of the market as it can at here before it does make its move. To negate the sort of downside move back up into the range and obviously put out a new high, that could see it sort of move a little bit higher. But at the moment, this is very much sort of lining up for another move to the downside. We'll just have to wait and see with the ECB how it moves the market. Finally, with the Euro Aussie, look, it was coming into this grind stage yesterday, we could see, and once it did pop, it came with a little pop out to the top side here, but really nothing substantial. There's nothing to sort of write home about. We'd say that, okay, we can see that the buyers are kind of sticking up around this area over here. So in the short term, you'd want to be sort of getting at a bit of a push above this resistance zone, but again, it's still got these higher levels, so there's not a great deal of range in this area. I mean, we're looking at, I suppose, a 50-point move to the top side there, but either you want to see the depletion of the buyers in this sort of level at 1648, or you want to see the sellers sort of give up the goose and that on 1656. Your target then is obviously the next high, the previous highs up over here. I don't think it's going to come up and hit this week. We've also got that large falling resistance of the major channel that it's coming in just above here. But the RSI does support it if it wants to move a little bit higher. So ECB is going to be the mover. And that's about it.